I got a whole lot of stories. So the name that you have for me on there is not my real name because one of them is a very personal story that could like implicate family members.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you that one tonight.
Okay.
Well, it's a
The
fantastic name if that makes you feel any better. I've said it twice now, and it just rolls off the tongue.
Doesn't it though? It's a great little pen name. I like it. So anyway, the story I wanted to start with, it's kind of like a two-parter,
Okay.
and so I'll give you the background. Back in the '80s, when I was a kid, my best friend, his family rented a farmhouse in Ivanhoe, Illinois. So for you, my Chicago brother, you may know where that is. It's halfway between Chicago and the Wisconsin state line, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I've been through there before.
Yeah. So anyway, he where his farmhouse was now is a subdivision, but at the time I would hang out there all the time, and one night in particular, two things happened. He, so there were several outbuildings. I think there were four or five. One of them had been struck by lightning in like '79, and half of it burned down. So we would go hang out in the center of this thing. It was an old, believe it or not, Illinois had plantation type farms, and so there was a servant in this that lived in this one, and allegedly hung himself in the barn that got burned down. So it had that high knee wall, stone knee wall from the mid 1800s,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
Yep.
Um, so we're hanging out in there and having a little bonfire, waiting for the pizza to show up, and we see something darting back and forth behind the wall where the door would have been. And we're assuming it's his stepdad, and we're like, come on, man, back off. And then we heard his stepdad call us in for pizza. And I don't think either of us have ever run faster before or since.
That's scary.
Later that night, they had two bathrooms in the upstairs. I was using one. He was coming out of the other one, and there was a step in front of the door where mine was at. And my buddy was a big boy. He was, 180 pounds in the sixth grade.
Wow.
I watched him get shoved probably 6-7 feet back from nothing. Like there was nothing in front of him, and he got pushed back about 6 or 7 feet. We just kind of hung out in his bedroom and stayed put for the rest of the night. Fast forward to my teen years, and the farm had been knocked down. They had sold the property, but nothing had been developed yet. I'm sitting there with my girlfriend, going to do things that a boyfriend and girlfriend would do when they have privacy. And she started freaking out, not because of what I was doing to her, because she saw something. She saw an old man running at the car with a pitchfork. We hightailed it out of there. About 2 weeks later, we were at my friend's new house, and she's looking at pictures all over his place, and there were photos of the original owner of that property from the late 1800s. And she pointed at it and went, "Who the fuck is that?" So that was the original owner of the property. She said, "That's what I saw chasing our car."
Whoa.
And that's my story.
How old of a photo was that of the original? About.
Well, the original was from the 1870s, I want to say,
Wow.
post Civil War.
Wow.
But this was a copy of it.
Right.
But yeah, it was interesting because the old dude looked like what you would expect Colonel Sanders type of guy to look like.
That's
I mean,
terrifying.
he had the goatee and everything. It was kind of funny.
And a
But I'm
pitchfork.
like, you seriously saw that guy running at the car with a pitchfork? And she's, yeah, 100%. That's what she saw.
Does she have a history of seeing ghosts?
Sort of. She had severe anxiety attacks. And she said she would hear voices of people who she knew. Like she knew whose voice it was, but they were dead, so it couldn't be them.
Interesting.
But she had never seen anything.
Does that still happen?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her in 30 some odd
Oh,
years.
okay, so it was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
That was back in like 93, 94.
During the American Renaissance,
Yes, when music was still good.
the good old days.
Hmm.
Back to the first story. What was the reaction like when your friend was shoved like that?
Well, he smacked his head, so that sucked. He was hurt, had a little bit of blood coming out of the back. We were utterly terrified. I have no other words for it. Just watching a 180-pound guy get thrown and slam his head into the corner of a wall. Well, not thrown, but shoved back hard enough that he hit his head on the corner. And it had like that hardwood knee wall coming all the way up the steps, which uh, he, if he would have rolled, he would have gone down the stairs.
Did you tell the parents? Did you tell anybody?
The next day, yeah, his stepdad was kind of a not nice guy.
So
So
it
we
didn't
didn't
go
like
over
talking
well.
to him. We waited for mom to wake up,
Yeah.
and she was a nurse.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay. What was the reaction like from them or for her?
um, they sort of poo-pooed it.
Hmm.
They didn't want to. They didn't really believe that it was a thing. Uh, they're all science and computer science, and there's definitely no such thing like that. We're just like, hey, dude, I in sixth grade I was maybe 100 pounds. I'm not pushing a 180-pound guy 6 feet.
Right. And you connect what happened with your friend being shoved to what you heard was it a few nights before or earlier that day?
Same night
Oh, same
actually.
night? Okay.
Same night.
You think
We
that's
we were
connected?
sitting in that farm or barn that got burned down, and I don't know if it was whatever that was. Years later talking about it, we thought maybe that was the ghost of the alleged slave that committed suicide. We don't know if that was fact or fiction, but we do know that the old man was there.
Right.
He died on the property.
Hmm.
His wife died on the property, and I think one or two of his children died on the property, or grandkids, something like that.
Was there like a family plot on the property?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. If there was, they would have had to move the family because that entire property is now a big subdivision. Brandon, if you know where like 83, 60, and 176 all kind of merged together, it's in that area.
It's it's up. Yeah, it's up north.
Yeah, it's north of Mundelein.
When you take, yeah, I was gonna say we used to go up there to play Clearwater a lot, and I would take 83 like the whole way up until it turned into that highway.
Yep.
Up in
Yep.
Dundee.
That's that area.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure if there was a family plot, it would be moved. I have a friend who's a grave digger here, and that's one of their biggest jobs now. As West Virginia is being developed overnight, they are constantly out there taking family plots, digging them up, and transporting them. So
Wow.
a new community can be built, and these houses go up overnight. But it's a big operation, and it's happening all over the place. All these old farms are being sold off to these houses that look like they're painted cardboard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ticky tacky.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, we appreciate the phone call, and you said you had other stories, so if you want, you should call back.
I will call back on another night.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thank you.